Hello there, Kristen Kingsley here with your mid-year market update on this rainy afternoon, Friday in July. Friday, July 20th to be exact. Hope everyone is doing well. And without further ado, we will jump right into this. Basically in our market, we are seeing a similar theme to what I understand has been going on across the country for a while now. We have a dropping inventory and we have our days on market dropping while our average sales price is going up. We are not seeing things sell quite as quickly as some markets are. I mean, I see a lot of reports of multiple offers and things like that. I don't know that Myrtle Beach has come to where we expect multiple offers on every single sale that goes through. We certainly have seen that on some properties, but I would not say that it's the norm as it is in some markets, but we tend to hover, and we have been around a 5% or excuse me, a 5-month supply in inventory. In fact, right now we're at 5.3 months of inventory as of June 2018, and on condos we're at 4.7 months. That does makes condos dipping a little bit closer to a seller's market there than necessarily single family homes, but that's still pretty close to a healthy amount of inventory, so that we don't necessarily have buyers getting as frustrated in some markets where the inventory is super low and it's like clawing their way to the victory line in order to purchase something. So we don't have that. We have a little bit better situation than that. All right, so as far as new listings go, we are down though. In June 2017, we had 1,200 new listings. Now we have 982. That is actually a 20% drop over June of 2017. And as far as condos go, we do have a slight increase over last year, June of 2017 to now. We actually have a 2.3% increase in new listings, and that's probably because 2017 saw a double-digit jump in sales for condos, which also probably has to do with the fact that lending became more agreeable to buying condos. So we have seen some sales increasing in that, and people are eager to list them now because we're seeing those sales occur, and we're also seeing the sales prices increase on those condos just as we are in single family homes. And speaking of which, the average sales price for a single family home in June of 2017 was $264,707 along the Grand Strand. That's, across the board, not, a specific size of house or number of bedrooms or anything like that. It's just single family homes. Again, in June of 2017, the average sales price was $264,707, and now it is, or in June of 2018, it was posted as $268,582. So that's a 1.5% increase over June of last year. And in condos, we have seen a 5.8% increase in sales price, where the average sales price was $152,994, and June of 2018 it was up to $161,931. And again, that's condos all combined, not a specific size taken into account or what have you. Months supply we've kind of already gone over. I will comment that the month supply of 4.7% in June of 2018 is actually a 23% drop in inventory over where it was in June of 2017. In June of 2017, your month supply was 6.1. So that drop from 6.1 to 4.7 is certainly an agreeable shift for the sellers of condos. And then we have days on market. Our current days on market, well, in June of 2018 was 131 versus in 2017 it was 139 days on market. So that's a drop in days of market at 5.8%. And for year to date, from the beginning of the year to now, we have a 14.9% drop in days of market for condos. Condos went from 148 days on market at the beginning of the year, which is almost where they were in June of 2017. They were at 144 days. Currently, they're at 126 days on market on average. And again, that's a 14.9%, almost 15% drop in days on market for condos. So again, condos have been selling pretty well over the last 12 months or so, or even longer. So if you have a condo and you've been thinking about selling it, now is a good time, as we have seen those sales really increasing. As far as national news, there are some indicators. I believe the the Wall Street Journal reported that 58% of economists now think that there will be a slowdown in the economy in the next 12 to 18 months. So that is some of the national news that I have been hearing from the sources that we have, that we check in on to see how things are going. And so again, there's talk about, there's indicators saying that we're going to have a slowdown somewhere around 2019, the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020. And some of that might have to do with rising interest rates, but in general, we've had a lot of expansion over the last several years. And some of that's to be expected because we had a significant recession. So, to kind of come back from that would take a little while. But at some point, all markets, once they've gone up, they start to kind of go down a little bit. That certainly does not mean that there's going to be a crisis, quote, like we had before. And no one is predicting that anybody's property values are going to be affected by the slowdown. It's just simply the economy is just going to correct itself for a little bit because it's been going super strong for a while. So it's going to kind of slow down a little bit coming up here, and we all just need to expect that. So that's kind of the national news. But as of for right now, the market's chugging along, and average sales prices going up. Interest rates are kind of going up. So if you've been thinking about buying, you might want to kind of move forward with that plan. Because now is a better time than later, most likely. So at any rate, if anybody has any questions out there, or you especially about what I just reported, or you want to talk to us about a property in particular and get more specific stats on that, please feel free to give us a call. We're available at any time.